We're going to show one of the simplest ways to use the citizen model. I'm clicking on the citizen model icon there on my desktop, and we get this information screen about the citizen model saying it relates to the tax year 2006. Here I'm going to just talk over the items in the main menu. The top one allows us to alter tax rates or to abolish or include new taxes. The second one allows us to change benefit definitions. The third one allows us to change non-income based taxes like cigarette tax and taxes on fuel duty. Non-income based policies, for example, a free general practitioner service could be simulated here. And here is where we have standard statistical tables. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I want to reload a saved manifesto. So I'm going to go to this option at the bottom, double click, and I get a list of those manifesto files that I've been working on before. Here I'm working on the manifesto file number 2, Green Manifesto 2, and double click and I go back to the original screen. To show me the settings that are in that manifesto, I'm going to click Alter Taxes, and you'll see that all of the existing 4 Filipino income taxes are now abolished under this manifesto file. So existing income tax, the BIR income tax, PhilHealth, Social Security System, and Pag-ibig, the Home Loan Development Fund tax, they're all abolished, and they're replaced by 2 new taxes, a unified income tax that merges the 4 direct income taxes together, and a green tax, which is an indirect tax. Let's click on that. There is a low rate, a high mid-rate, and a high rate. The mid-rate is on basically all expenditure. It's similar to raising the rate of VAT. The high rate is a rate on such things as fuel, like the green taxes that exist in Sweden and Denmark. So let's click Return to Previous Menu, and let's go back to the main menu and just mention what's under Benefit Definitions. Now, frequently Greens want to increase taxes on things that increase pollution. So some green political theorists suggest that a basic income, that's a flat rate monthly payment to all adults, should be used as a way to cushion the effect of those tax increases on the necessities of the poor. So this basic income, if we click on it, will tell us how much is being spent on each adult, and it's 820 pesos per month. That's designed to cushion the effect of the increase in taxes on fuel and other necessities. So let's go back to the main menu. I'll click Return to Previous Menu. And now let's see, with that particular policy, how far the expenditure is balanced by increased taxes. So I'm going to do this one, select a standard statistical table, and I'm going to select the top option, which is Show Revenues and Benefit Costs. So now it's churning through the 189,000 people in the survey database. That's the combined Philippine Family Income and Expenditure Survey and Labor Force Survey for 2006-2007. And the most important line on this table is this one, the 4th from the top, which shows net revenue effect. And that's showing that this particular combination of benefits and tax rates leaves the budget slightly in surplus, ½ billion pesos, 0.58 billion pesos. And so let's experiment slightly with changing one of the tax rates and increasing the monthly amount of benefit. So I'm going to click Return to Previous Menu, return up to the top menu, and now I'm going to alter the rates of my unified income tax. If I click here and click OK or double click, I'll get a sub-menu of options relating to that particular tax. And these are the tax thresholds and bands which apply to my unified income tax. I'd like to experiment. Let's suppose I'm a left-leaning socialist or a green with a higher rate of income tax than my top rate. I'm going to double-click on tax rate 4, which is currently the highest tax rate, and raise it to 75%. And at the same time, I'm going to raise my basic monthly income for the basic income recipients. So I'll click Return to Previous Menu, return to the top menu, and now under Benefit Definitions, I'll double-click on Basic Income, and I happen to know I can increase this by 5 pesos a month and leave the budget roughly balanced. It'll go slightly into deficit. Click OK. Back up to the top and return to previous menu. And now let's repeat that step where we looked at the revenues and costs. Select a standard statistical table, show revenues and benefit costs. And again, we're churning through the entire database. It's normally about 40,000 households or just under 200,000 individuals. And the combination of those two changes has moved the budget into deficit. It's minus 1.57 billion on this forecast. And let's just go back to the main menu and save our manifesto file with a new name, and then exit. So here I'm going to click this third option from the bottom, Save Your Manifesto for a Future Session. And now I'll single click on Green Manifesto 2, and I'll change it to Green Manifesto 3. So that's going to be available for me to work on during a future session using the Citizen model. And for now, I'll just end the program. Exit from Tabulator. And in case you forgot to save your manifesto, it asks you for if you want to save it. In this case, no, we've just saved it. And that's it.